Okay, folks, here we go. This is it. This is day 3 of week 1 of your second phase of the Fit Foundations program. This is the last time you're going to see me do one of these videos talking about your workouts. So let's jump to it here, guys. You should have already done workout 1 and workout 2 this week. If you haven't, that's okay. You can still watch this video right now and get a heads up. You can save this video and come back to it and watch it before you do day 3. But this is a day 3 overview. We're going to click on Start Workout. We're going to start our section. We are going to flow through our warm-up sequence. We never skip our warm-ups. And let's go ahead and start our workout. All right, we are going to start day 3, our first exercise, a dumbbell forward lunge. So in the first phase, you guys did dumbbell reverse lunges. This time we're going to do dumbbell forward lunges. Now, I think in the first phase, you guys had that maybe 6 to 8 reps or 8 to 10 reps, but you had a lower volume. Today, we are bumping up the volume and you are going to do 8 to 12 reps. You got 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps with that 45 seconds of rest again in between. So that's what you have on tap for you today. Now, just like last time in the last phase, if you're not able to complete the full range of motion of a dumbbell forward lunge, maybe you lack the skill, like the balance, the coordination, the mobility, the strength, whatever it is, you're going to do body weight only. So of course you would record 0 in your weight, and your progression is to work each time to work on getting a little bit further deeper into that lunge until hopefully we get you to a place where you can actually do body weight lunges. This is a basic human function, and you don't want to surrender this lightly, not in your 50s and 60s. If you're in your 90s, you get a pass. If you're in your 50s and 60s, I'd like to see you be able to work your way to be able to do this. And then hopefully the idea is you can then start weighting them, actually starting to load them so you're getting progressively stronger in this movement. But that's what we got here for you today. Dumbbell forward lunges. You got 3 sets, 8 to 12 with 45 seconds of rest in between. Next up, another challenging exercise here. This is a Bulgarian split squat. So if you're not familiar, of course, click the video and we'll do a full walkthrough. But basically, you're going to have your back foot up on, say, a bench. And classically, you're going to be holding some weights in your hand, but you might be doing this body weight only as well. And you're going to do what's essentially a split squat. So you're going to dip down on that front leg. Remember, your back leg, your toe is back behind you on top of a bench or a box or some elevated surface. And you're lowering yourself down and then back up. This is a glute and hamstring exercise, and it'll get you. If you haven't done these before, this will absolutely, this is going to work those muscles pretty well. This is pretty high volume. For some of you, this might not be appropriate, certainly not weighted. You might want to do these body weight only. And look, if you can only do 4 or 5, that's fine. Mark them as 4 or 5, right? The idea is that you eventually get to where you can do 8 to 12 of these. Now, those of you that can do 8 to 12 of these body weight only, you might want to start considering weighting that. So the way you would do that is you would hold a weight in each hand, and you're typically holding your arms down by your side. Again, watch the video. It'll give more description there. But that's the Bulgarian split squat. You've got 8 to 12 of these on each side. So you do all of your right leg first or left, whichever leg you start with, and then do the same number of reps on the other leg, and then we rest. Then we click complete. We rest our 45 seconds, and we go again. All right. So, oops. Next up, we have a push-up. And if you remember, in phase 1, we had a bench push-up, and then we had an alternate exercise for those of you that are strong enough to, on the floor, do strict push-ups, strict push-ups. This time we reversed it. You still have the option. I'm going to click here on push-up, and you can see I have my alternate exercises. I could select bench push-up, and then bench push-up shows, or I can select push-up. Select whatever's appropriate for you, but we are looking for 3 sets of 8 to 12 of these, good strict form. You're going to get 45 seconds of rest in between. What's next here? Next up, we have another tricep exercise. This is a bench dip, and you can do this if you're at home. You can do this on furniture, a chair, or a couch. But watch the video, you get an idea how this works. We got 8 to 12 of these with a 45-second rest afterwards. And then, if I remember correctly, we got something special coming up next. So you're only going to have one strict core exercise or ab exercise here to finish with, and that's a bench leg raise. If you don't have a bench, like a workout bench at your house, you should probably invest in one. But if you don't, you can do this laying on the floor as well. Watch the video, but you got 2 sets of these. I want 8 to 12 Hopefully you can get that many reps. You got 30 seconds of rest in between. And now get ready because we are going to finish day 3 with a very special move, a Turkish get up. So you will also see today on your dashboard, I've included a link to a YouTube video that I did that's meant for you to follow along because this is if you're not familiar with the Turkish get up, it's a complex movement. Now you've got a video here in the app, and you just click and you can watch that and it'll show you how to do it. However, I'm not gonna lie, this takes a little bit of time to learn. It's a complicated series of movements. Basically, start laying on your back with a weight in one hand and you're going to do this sequence of moves until you're standing with that weight overhead in one hand, and then you're going to reverse those movements to your back, laying on your back with that weight in one hand. Then without rest, you're going to switch that weight to another hand, and you're going to do the same thing on the left side. So that's a Turkish get up. And I would say this movement is well worth mastering. Get good at a Turkish get up. Get strong at a Turkish get up. This is a very, very functional movement. And those of us in our 50s, 60s, even 70s would be very well served to be good and to be strong at this movement. So become a student of this. Don't be intimidated by it. Take the time. Like I said, you're going to see a separate YouTube video for this where I walk you through slowly, step by step. So the first couple of times, maybe pop out of the app and just follow along on my YouTube video on how to do that. Once you feel comfortable, you shouldn't even have to look at the video. You'll just be able to knock these out. But notice you have 2 sets of 1 rep. So remember I said 1 rep, you're going to lay down on your back with a weight in one hand. You're going to do this very complicated, not very complicated, but this series of movements to standing with one arm overhead. And then you're going to reverse that series of movements. Then you're going to switch over to the left hand. You're going to do it until you're standing, left hand overhead, and then all the way back down. That's 1 rep. You're going to rest, and then you're going to repeat that. So that's how we're going to end day 3. This is a great way to finish this weekly program. You guys have got 3 more weeks of this, so get after it, get strong, invest in this Turkish get up. It's going to pay dividends in your overall functional health, but really get after it. I want you guys to let us know what you think in the forum. Keep posting your wins in there. Let us know how things are going. If you have any questions, any concerns, by all means, hit us up in the forum. But in the meantime, get after it and stay strong.